Hi friends and welcome to my channel. This is Cozy Witchling and you have stumbled upon the first ever tarot video that I have on this channel. And today we are going to be taking a look at your March 2023 predictions and what messages the spirit or universe has for you. I'm so glad that you're here and I do hope that you will stay a while, and I hope that you have a message or messages that resonate with you from these piles today. So we are going to be taking a look at a few things for March. I'm going to be starting off with a general energy check-in or the main themes that are going to be important in the month of March 2023. And afterwards, we are going to take a look at your romance or love life, your career, and lastly, we'll look at spiritual growth or just a general message that spirit has for you. So I've already picked out the oracle cards and you have 3 piles to choose from. For pile number 1, we have the rose quartz, and she looks like this. For pile number 2, we have pyrite. And for pile number 3, we have the beautiful opalite. So just take a minute and meditate, pause this video if you need to, and meditate on which pile is calling out to you. I kind of did this reading to only have one pile for the situation, but if you feel drawn to more than one pile, it could be possible that you have different aspects or different messages that applies from different piles. So just remember that you are the maker of your own fate, and this is just a current energy check. Possibilities that could happen in the near future, but always remember that you have the power to take anything that you want in your life and not bring in anything that you don't want, and you have the power to change your fate. I don't know if that makes sense, but you get what I mean. So yes, take a moment, take a breather, and once you're ready and you have chosen your pile, go ahead and go to the description for the timestamps and I'll see you there. Hi pile 1. Actually, I'm not even sure if I said the pile numbers at the start, so if I didn't, I'm so sorry, but I'm pretty sure you're a veteran at watching these videos and you know what's happening more than I do. But if you have chosen this beautiful rose quartz, this is your reading for March 2023. So rose quartz is kind of the stone of love, of heart chakra, of compassion and attraction, and being drawn to this pile and this beautiful stone, it could be spirit telling you to focus a little bit more on opening up your heart chakra. So if there's anything that is boggling you down, anything that's weighing heavy on your heart, to focus on healing that for the month of March. Be kinder to yourself, show yourself compassion, show others compassion. But I think a lot of the time we're always looking out for others and thinking about others, that sometimes we forget to fill our own cup and we forget to be compassionate and kind and nice to ourselves as well. So for the month of March, you are being asked to show yourself more love and care. And with that being said, we are going to go into the general theme and messages that Spirit has for you for the month of March. So the first thing that we have is this card over here, and this is Sisterhood of the Rose. And for an angel advice, we have be assertive. So what I can see from these 2 cards is that for the month of March, you could be drawing in sort of your soul tribe, maybe teachers, or you might feel connected to more friends of the same gender as you. You could, identify as whatever you want to identify as, but you would be more drawn towards people who identify the same way as you, and you would build the sisterhood in a gender neutral way. And basically, there's also a theme of beauty, devotion. What an image that I'm getting in my head is about, a pink rose. So that could be significant for you, but it is something very, very delicate. And because it is something delicate, you have many people that are nurturing it and growing it together. You are not alone in growing this beautiful, delicate thing. And I feel Spirit telling me to tell you that you are put on this earth to bring beauty into the world, and you're not alone in doing so. You don't have to go on this journey alone. You don't have to raise the vibration of the earth on your own. You have the whole team, the whole sisterhood behind your back, and they are growing this beautiful, delicate thing together with you. You are also asked to be assertive, and if you have any idea or anything that you have on your mind that you want to create, or let's say you want to ask for a promotion or ask for something that you rightfully feel that you deserve, to be assertive about it. Sometimes we are so compromising and so compassionate to other people, thinking, oh, if I ask this, would it be too much for them? Even though in your heart you rightfully feel that you deserve it, and it is very fair. Sometimes you hold back because you don't want to hurt the other person. And Spirit is asking you, if you're going through that similar situation for this month, to put aside your worry for other people. Put yourself first. You are being asked to step out into a third person's perspective and just look at yourself and imagine if you were looking at a friend. If you were a friend and you're watching that friend, or you're giving advice to that friend, what would you do? Would you tell them, hey, you're asking for too much? I mean, you probably wouldn't. You would be like, okay, no, like, you totally deserve that. You should fight for that, and you should totally be assertive of it. And you need to do that for yourself. I know it might be very, very uncomfortable and very difficult to ask for things that we deserve, but Spirit is encouraging you to be in your power and know that you deserve only the best, because you are here to create beautiful things, and you can't create beautiful things if you feel so drained and everything is taken out of you. So you have to protect yourself and be that beautiful thing that you are trying to create, because once you're in that energy where you're thriving and prospering, you are going to bring many wonderful things into the world. So we're gonna move that up, because I totally forgot before I moved on to talking about the other oracle cards, that I wanted to read from the guidebook for all these cards, for all these decks, because I feel like the Work Your Light Oracle messages, they have such beautiful messages that I could never put into words on my own. So I'm going to read from the guidebook for you, and I hope that there's something in there that speaks to you, that resonates with you, and that is able to help you on your path. So let's take a look. So here we have Sisterhood of the Rose. Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. The Sisterhood of the Rose is a lineage of priestesses and mystics who devoted their lives to serving humanity and seeding light consciousness all over Earth. A cross-section of ancient lineages, it is the path of devotion and beauty. Walking this path means being devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The rose symbolizes the heart and the sacred geometry of all life. You are being called to notice the beauty around you, particularly in nature, and hear the whispers of Mother Earth. You are being called to spend more time in nature, as all the ancient secrets live there. Mother Earth is constantly whispering, spending time admiring her creation, and you will be rewarded with insight and grace. You are being called to take a little more time to both notice the beauty that exists all around you and contribute to the beauty of the world in your own way too. This could be through your own creations or in the little things like how you dress to picking up flowers for your home. Every time you devote your time to creating beauty, you harmonize the planet a little more and the shift in vibration can be felt. And the action that they suggest is to surround yourself with beauty and create beauty wherever you go. So, that is the message from the guidebook. And another message that popped into my head while I was reading that for you is that maybe you are thinking of starting a creative venture to create something beautiful that you are so drawn to. And sometimes when we are out trying to create beauty in the world, there is a lot of resistance, especially things that comes in the creative field. You know, if you tell someone that, I don't know, I'm going to do art for a living, they might feel like, maybe not. Maybe you should do something more practical. But if it's speaking to your soul, that is what you should do, and that is the beauty that you should create, to be assertive about it. Even if nobody agrees with you, even if no one else can see your vision, you be your own cheerleader and you be your own support system and be assertive and fight for whatever you feel is calling out to you in your heart. So, with that aside, we are finally going to go into the 3 different categories of my March reading. So the first card we have the Oracle card, and this is going to give us the energy of your love, relationships, romance, feelings. And then for this card, I wanted to take a look at the energy for anything material. So it could be career, finances, schools, studies, whatever that is of the tangible world. And the last card we are going to look at your spiritual growth or anything that is going to grow you internally as a person. And then to clarify all of these different categories, I'm also going to be using this tarot card, and this is the Tarot of the Divine. She is a beautiful, and she is my newest collection. But we will use some tarot cards to pull some clarifiers for all these different categories. But let's go ahead and start off with your love and romance. And you have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So now we are going to pull some tarot cards to see if there's anything to clarify about staying optimistic about your love life. Spirit is here. What clarification or what messages do you have for pile number 1's love life? What messages do you have for pile number 1? Ooh. Sometimes I shuffle so well and sometimes I just can't. But anyway, let's take a look at what clarifiers we have about your love life. You're being asked to stay positive and have faith. You have this and this. All right. So let's take a look. You have the Six of Cups. You have the Six of Cups and Judgment. Let me move these cards. Okay. Okay, so I see something bright and positive coming towards you in terms of love and romance. These could be connections that you had from when you were younger, so it could be a childhood friend coming towards you. But what I feel is maybe recently you haven't really had the best of luck when it comes to love and relationship. And, it could be very difficult when you're not seeing, I guess, the results or experiencing positive things, to be optimistic about it. But what you don't see is that you are so close to getting your desired outcome, to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, you have a bright future coming up towards you, and there is an offer coming your way. It could be from a soul family, it could be from your soulmate. The Six of Cups is one of my favorite cards from the tarot, and it just means that there is this soul contract with somebody, or with some people that you have made before, and that is coming towards you. Now, I think this is coming in like the near future. I wouldn't say that it's going to be like bam, March hits and then you meet your soulmate. It is not going to be that. To be able to draw in this person, or to be able to draw in this romance, the Six of Cups, you know, this offer of just unconditional love, you need to stay optimistic about it. So don't be in your head thinking, oh, like I would never get this, like soulmate, not for me. Like, don't be pessimistic. Don't bring yourself down. Remember that you are such a beautiful person, and you are delicate, and you're here to create beauty and beautiful things attract people. Beautiful things would naturally bring good people towards you that would care for you and would love you. And you have to stay optimistic so that you are attracting all those things. Because what is installed for you is just such wonderful, beautiful, you know, love and romance and soul contracts. And with the Judgment card, I can see that you are stepping into this new power. So it could be that for the longest time you have been pessimistic about your love and romance, that you don't believe that it could happen to you. And right now you are in the energy of stepping into this beautiful future where you have your soulmate, the person that you've always wanted to be with, the person that speaks to you, the person that makes your heart sing. And you are currently on the cusp of stepping over that line, you know, of whatever that you had or whatever that you are used to before, your traditional beliefs. You are stepping away from that and into this new future. And this new future kind of, and this new future is the Six of Cups. So yes, I think I'm repeating myself quite a little bit, but the main message is just to stay optimistic, because what is coming towards you is so beautiful, and you're going to love it, and you're in this energy of movement, of breaking away from all these things that don't serve you anymore, on all these traditional beliefs that might have worked for you in the past, but you're being asked to step away from it because you are about to attract something so wonderful in your life. So that is for romance. And now for your career or finances or studies, we have last quarter moon in Taurus. Be proud of yourself. So I think this, ooh, I'm so sorry I kicked the camera. I think we're good. Are we good? Okay, we're good. Okay, sorry if the camera moved. That is weird. Okay, so where was I? Last quarter moon in Taurus, be proud of yourself. And I think this is very connected to these two cards of you creating something and being assertive about it. So, you know, whatever that you want to venture, that if you're proud of yourself, you are going to be assertive for it. Imagine that you are an artist or a painter and you have painted the most beautiful thing that you have ever imagined, and you show it to somebody, right? Now the thing about art is that everyone sees it differently, so maybe that person that you showed it to didn't really get it. They think it's like, okay, it's whatever, but the thing is, you are proud of it. You are happy with what you created. You believe that this is your baby, and that it deserves to be shown to the world, and everyone should love it. And you have to be assertive about that. Be proud of what you have created. Be proud of your ideas. Be proud of what you want to do, and fight for it. And yeah. Another thing is that Taurus also represents financial stability. It is an earth sign, and usually that sort of relates to things like money, material things. And in this card alone, you can see that it has so much green. So what I'm also seeing is that you are manifesting and you are attracting wealth and finances and financial stability towards you in the month of March. As long as you are following your soul's path to creating something beautiful for the world, the money will come to you. I feel like finances are sort of a give and take. You give something to the world, and the world give you back in forms of, it could be material things, it could be money, it could be items, it could be support, but you give something and you get something back in return. And now we are going to ask the tarot to clarify more about group number one's, pile number one's financial stuff, career, studies. What other things do you have to clarify, Spirit? What other messages do you have for pile number one with regards to their finances? What will they be experiencing in the month of March? You have the Star. She is beautiful. And the Star is such a nice card to come up. It is about hopes and dreams and being guided towards beautiful things. It is your dreams coming true. So I just feel like the month of March would be very strongly revolving around your material world, your tangible dreams, your financial manifestations, and they are all coming true. And I am so happy for you. You're also being asked right now to remain hopeful towards about your situation. I think this optimism, this mindset of being positive, sort of spans across the whole reading. It's not just for your love life, but if you adopt this energy of just, you know what, I'm going to look at the bright side. I'm going to look for the beauty of the world. And it's not just in one field and be like pessimistic about everything else. Being optimistic in your whole all the aspects of what makes you you is going to bring you abundance. It's going to bring you stability, like financial gains, and you have your dreams coming true. You have your wishes being fulfilled, and all you have to do is stay hopeful and stay optimistic about it. And another thing about the Star is also telling you to shoot for the stars. You know that saying how they said shoot for the stars and you'll land on the moon? You are asked to aim high. Aim higher than even your own limitations or your own expectations of yourself, because you are capable of achieving so much more. And with the Star card, as long as you're trying, as long as you're creating wonderful things out there and putting it out there, that you are going to in turn attract all the wonderful things back to you in every aspect: money, love, like career, I don't know. It's just all the wonderful things are going to come to you. Just keep aiming high and keep focusing and being hopeful, staying positive, and putting beauty out into the world. And now, lastly, we're going to take a look at the final card, which is your spiritual advice or your general advice, and you have a sacred connection. For this card as well, I am going to read from the guidebook. Hi Pawan. So my camera totally died. It ran out of memory while I was recording your reading, but I think we stopped at me trying to read to you guys the sacred connection card, and this is talking about spirit's message for your spiritual growth or your personal development. And I'm just going to read from the guidebook real quick. It says, know that you are loved, unconditional and true, sacred bonds unite. You are absolutely, unconditionally loved. Human bonds are connected by soul bonds. When you need a hug, reach out to a special soul who resonates with you deeply. Looking into the eyes of a person or animal will illuminate the connection between you and open your hearts to allow the souls to talk through vessels. Grace and patience are at the core of this intrinsic connection. Remember too, the ancestors of your human lineage, for their essences carry on the vibrations of love and guide you through your processes. And I think this is very, very connected to your sisterhood of the roses. And I am feeling that you are drawing in your soul family towards you, your soulmate, your soul family, your tribe, people who are going to see the beauty in the world and the things around you in the same way that you do. And that is such a wonderful feeling. I don't really feel like this is an advice. You know, it is more of like a spoiler. Spirit's telling you that in the month of March, group 1, you're gonna pull in your soul family and you're going to be so happy. And they're going to support and guide you on this journey of making the world a beautiful place. And we are going to get more clarifiers or any messages from my tarot. So Spirit, do you have, ooh, I'll take that one. Messages. Aww. Okay, so you have the Empress for your spiritual and personal growth. And what I'm getting from the Empress is that you will be so nurtured. The Empress talks about this nurturing energy of ideas coming into fruition, you know, pregnancy. I don't think this is talking about actual pregnancy, but it could be if you're in that age or if you're in, you know, that energy of like wanting to get pregnant. Congratulations if you do. It's very exciting. But this Empress energy is talking more so about being nurtured and being taken care of, and you know, having this gender neutral but mother kind of mothering energy around you. And I think this is coming from your soul family and your soul tribe, and it's basically your whole soul family giving you the biggest, warmest hug. I also feel like March is going to be a time of celebration for you. It could be you achieving some kind of personal success, your dreams coming true, so you are celebrating with your friends and people who resonate with you. The 3 reminds me of the 3 of Cups, you know, just celebrating and having fun together. And it is going to be such a wonderful time. You're going to spend it with the most wonderful people who speaks to your heart. And I am so excited for you. And just remember to stay optimistic, because your optimism is going to help you to ascend and reach for the stars and reach all your dreams and make all your dreams come true. So yeah, that is all I have for you, pile number 1. Your March reading looks so wonderful and exciting, and I'm wishing you the best of luck in all your endeavors. And I really hope that I will see you again in my future videos. Bye! Hi Pile 2, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen this beautiful pyrite this is the reading for you. So I'm going to first start off with the energy of Pyrite. I'm being drawn to share that with you. And if you're drawn to Pyrite, it could be that this is the month of wealth and abundance for you. Pyrite is a stone that is known to attract financial abundance. It is also a stone for physical protection and protecting you from negative energy. But overall, I feel like for your group, it would be to bring in financial gains, more material gains. You might have money coming in, or you might get a promotion, but you are going to be blessed in the financial, career, or study kind of material field for the month of March. And so now we are going to get into the rest of the reading. We are going to start off with 2 cards that are going to sort of give you the energy check or the general messages for the month of March. And then I have 3 oracle cards that I have chosen for the different categories that we are going to look into. So we have love and romance, relationships, and then we have the financial, career, material messages. And then lastly, we have messages for your spiritual growth or your personal development. So we're going to take a look at those 3 cards later. But first, we are going to look at your general energy and messages that Spirit has for you for the month of March. So first, we have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So what I get from this card, pile 2, is that you are sort of an old soul. You are a starseed. You are someone who has reincarnated, if you believe in that, over and over and over again, just to master a craft or master something that you're meant to do. But because you have been doing this for so long, you are equipped with so much knowledge. And it is a shame that we come into this earth and have a complete amnesia and forget about everything that we have learned. But the thing is, we haven't really forgotten. Sure, we can recall all these memories from our conscious mind, but everything that we've been through, everything that our soul has been through, is in our subconscious, and we unknowingly draw this out from within us when we are aligned to our purpose, when we're aligned to Spirit. And these could come in ways of intuitive hits, sudden inspirations, but these are your soul calling you and pointing you towards things that you should accomplish and you should do. There are certain things that you might feel like you're drawn to do. You might maybe want to start a new channel like I am, or something that logical mind would tell you, okay, that's kind of crazy. Are you sure you want to do that? But Spirit is telling you that whatever idea that you have in your mind, whatever you feel right now, you might feel like you're not cut out to do, or you're not equipped with the experience or the knowledge, that you have been doing this, you have been preparing for this, and you do have the power to do this and do this darn well, because you have been preparing for this for such a long time. And what's coming to my mind is that, I'm not sure if you've seen that Pokemon meme, but it's that picture of Ash, and it says, hiring for a position must be 18 years of age, but with 20 years of experience, or something like that. Like it looks impossible to do if you're thinking of it logically. Like, how am I supposed to have 20 years of experience if I'm only 18? Like, how do I do that? But the thing is, you might be physically 18 or 20 or 40. You might, be a certain age, but the thing is your soul and your spirit is so much older than that, and it has been through so much more, and you have infinite wisdom inside of you that logic doesn't have to make sense. You just have to believe that you have been training this for so many lifetimes and that you are well equipped, more than capable, more than qualified to do whatever you want to do and whatever you're being called to do. And then we also have don't stop. And this is sort of connected in a way, like you are being drawn to follow this path, and sure, you might want to stop yourself. You might have so much doubts that you're just like, you know what, it's crippling, I don't want to even try because I don't even think I'm ready for this. And you might have these doubts placed upon yourself, or you might take that first step and all these insecurities and doubts will come back to you again. But Spirit is telling you to just keep going, sort of put away all these crazy sounds and like whatever your head is telling you, and just shove it way down, put it in a box, put that box away into another box, and then put it in a dungeon, and just keep doing what your soul is telling you to do, and not listen to all that weird noises that comes from somewhere but nowhere good, and just focus on being the light, and just focus on that path, and just take one step at a time. Keep going a step at a time. And let me just get this one message for you, because okay, that is sort of reminding me of another card that we have from this oracle deck. So I'm going to read you first of all the Age of Light, because I do believe that this oracle deck has such beautiful messages, and so I'm going to read you this message first and then the other message, because that is calling out to me so strongly, and I feel like I just have to read both of them to you. So yeah, and you might find something in these words that resonates with you and is speaking very loudly to you. So if I can find the card, that'd be great. Okay, there we go. So, the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Mystics and sages throughout the ages have... Oh wait, that rhymes. That is so fun to say. I'm going to say it again. Mystics and sages throughout the ages have predicted this period in history, and you decided to incarnate in the middle of it. There is no mistake that you are supposed to be here at this time of great change. If you ever feel unprepared or daunted by the path that is calling you, know this. You've been training for this for lifetimes. You're way more than the days that have breathed through you in this life. You're also all of the lifetimes that came before. All of these experiences have polished your soul into the most magnificent expression that is your authentic self. Your soul has many facets. Imagine a fingerprint. Your soul is a million times more intricate than that. If you put together all the fingerprints of all the people you have been, you would not even get close to fathoming how much of a unique masterpiece you are. You came in with a clear soul plan. You came in with wisdom beyond your years. This is the part of you that longs to be seen. This is the part of you that is ready to step forward, that is ready to emerge. This is not the lifetime to stay hidden, but to step forth, be seen, and rise. And don't stop. And to activate it, you could also do this prayer and say, I call forth the soul gifts and soul training that I have received throughout all of my lifetimes. I am ready to embody them all now without hesitation and without fear. I have been training for this for lifetimes. That is beautiful. And now I am going to find the other card, and it's right here. This is the one I was talking about. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? The universe is conspiring. Keep facing your true north. Your job is not to have Your job is not to pave the path, but to simply keep facing your true north and take one step after another. If you do this, you can't go wrong. The universe is conspiring. Don't waver or doubt. Use your heart as a compass and put one foot in front of the other. If you follow the invisible trail of what lights you up, you will light up the world without even trying. Most people don't follow the highest call of their soul because they're waiting to see the end destination before they take the first step. If you take one baby step each day, within a year, you will have taken 365 steps in your dedicated direction. If you want to write a book, write a page every day. If you want to change careers, do one thing every day in dedication to that. Before you know it, in just a year from now, you will turn back and look in awe at how far you have journeyed. Keep moving and open yourself up to a whole new level of support and receiving. Things are not going to work out the way you are planning, but if you have a little faith and keep showing up, they will work out even better than you could possibly imagine. Don't micromanage the universe, trust your path, and let your soul lead the way. If you knew that you would be supported no matter what would you do? So I was called to read that to you. I hope that was a little bit helpful, but all in all, I just think that you are now journeying and venturing on this new path that is speaking from your soul. It is all these lifetimes that you have been training, all put together and finally all toppling like a domino to pave that path for you. You might not see where the end destination is. You might not see even the next 5 steps forward, but you're being asked to just continue on, be methodical, not really methodical, that's not the word, be mechanical about things. You know how machines, they don't care if they're tired, they can feel if they're tired. All they do, like those stamping machines, all they do is just stamp, 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 and that's all you have to do. There's something that you're being called to do, and all you have to do is keep doing it. Don't stop, because that path is going to lead you to your highest fulfillment. Okay, so that was the general message for you guys, pile number 2. And now we're going to go into the other parts of the reading. So we have your love, your career, /school /finances, and your general guidance or spiritual growth. So for love, we have these. I don't know why I explained my categories and not put my cards down. I promise you I'm gonna get better at doing this, but thank you for putting up with my clunkiness in my first reading. Okay, anyway, let's take a look at your romance. So, message that Spirit has for you is, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Aw, that's cute. Okay, so what I'm getting from this message is that maybe there is someone in your life right now that you're like, they're pretty good. They could be the one, I'm not sure. But, you know, this person makes me feel really, really happy. And I am so glad that they're here. And I'm so glad that I exist right now in a time, in a moment that they exist, right? Because we could be born in so many lifetimes, in so many universes, if you believe in that. And like, you know, we could have reincarnated as, I don't know, a Viking or whatever. But the chance of incarnating at the same time and like just looking at how many people do we have on this? 7 trillion, is it? Are we 7 billion? I know it's like some crazy number that I can't count that high. But but you so happen to meet this person who makes your soul sing and who makes you so happy, and you know, you could have already met this person. Like you've already met the romantic partner you seek. So I just think that for the month of March, you're not going to be out there looking for people. Or if you are, like if you're single and you have no idea what I'm talking about and you have no idea who it is, Spirit is just telling you that, hey, you've already met them. You just don't know it yet. But keep your eyes open, because you might, like, you will sense them. Like, you will know who that person is, or you would have like a little, I guess, what's that word? Like, a little nudge from the universe, a little knowing, like, oh, okay, maybe it's this person. But anyway, to go more into detail for all these different messages, I'm going to be using my new favorite tarot deck. And this is the Tarot of the Divine. It has the most beautiful artwork, and it also has in the guidebook like little folk stories and stories from different places. So if you see this deck at Barnes & Noble or whatever, you should totally grab it. She also shuffles like a dream. So anyway, all right. Spirit, what clarification or messages do you have for pile number 2 with regards to their love life? What messages do you have? Okay, I'll take that. Let's do one more. I want one more. Whatever card that we have, let's clarify that. Ace of Swords, okay. All right, let's take a look. Okay, so you have the Five of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Swords. So the message that I'm getting with the clarifiers from Spirit is that you might be overthinking things when it comes to your relationship or love. You might, sometimes when things are too good to be true, we're like in our head all the time, and we're just so sort of like tied down by all these thoughts that sometimes we bring our own doubts into our mind. I feel like when it comes to love and romance, everything should have logic. You don't just go do crazy things for the sake of doing crazy things. But when it comes to love or matters of the heart especially, logic sort of takes like a step back. Logic should be used to guide you, but never to lead the way. You should have your emotions and your feelings and your heart lead the way, and the logic to just chill out and just be there for you when it serves you the best. I'm actually going to pull one more clarifier for the Five of Swords reverse. Spirit, why do we have that? Could you clarify, please? Okay, I'll take that. Two of Wands. Okay, so it could be that some of you might have been going through a decision in your... My camera's overheating. I'm gonna like blow out the candle so that my camera doesn't like melt. I'll be still... Okay, I'm just gonna keep like reading. But anyway, what I get from the Two of Wands is that you might have been going through a situation where you had to make a choice or make a decision or venture to a new path. It could be that some of you, might have been dating somebody or was with somebody, and then all of a sudden you stumble upon or you meet someone else that just completely changed your whole trajectory of what you think your life could have been. And because of that, there might have been some losses that you were facing. You might have to let some things go, but you are being asked to not focus on like things that you had to let go or things that you might have to leave behind. And even with the two path, you kind of already have this feeling of someone that is right for you. There could have been two people or more than two people, but one of them is calling out to you that you should go towards, and you're being asked to just have that faith, to just cut away all the doubts and insecurities that weigh you down, and not to, so like not to lead with logic, but to lead with your heart and your passion, because the wands do represent more like your passion and like, you know, what ignites you. And so if you follow that, you would be able to discern and tell who that person is. Yeah. So anyway, we are going to move on to the career and finances portion of your reading. And you have full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through the tension. So this card kind of represents like a sexual tension, but not in like a not in a physical way. So when we talk about sexual energy, it is the energy of creation, right? Because it is through sexual acts that, you know, people procreate or things procreate. And so the sexual energy is kind of like an empress energy, where you are right now for your career and material world in this energy of creation, where anything that you focus on and you put your mind to would prosper. And all you have to do is to breathe through the tension, to just continue to focus through it. Don't be too overwhelmed by all these energy. I know that sometimes if you have too much of a sexual tension, if you've experienced that before, that it could be so overwhelming and you just basically can't even focus on what you're supposed to do. And so you're being asked, if you're going through a moment like that, to breathe through it. You know, take a breather, get grounded, just remember to just take one step at a time. Don't let it overwhelm you. But yeah, so to clarify this, you have, I'm gonna take this upright. I don't know why, but I just instinctively like flipped it around. But so yeah, so like for your finances, you have 10 of Cups and 4 of Wands, which I mean, I don't even, this is such a beautiful card that you can have for any part of the reading, but it's basically just, you know, completion. Like, so whatever that you're doing right now, this journey that you're taking for your finances and your career is also going to bring you emotional fulfillment. It is going to bring you stability. There is nothing more stable in tarot than 4 of Wands. You know, you have 4 legs for a table, 4 legs for a chair. 4 is the number of groundedness, of stability. And as long as you keep following this path, you are going to bring forth stability and emotional fulfillment. So you just have to keep powering through it, because as long as you are taking one step at a time, this is what is going to happen for you. And this is what you are attracting. This is the energy, and this is what you are creating in the month of March, pile number 2, for your career and finances. Sorry, I'm just trigger happy. I'm telling you, these cards love to be shuffled, and I had to do it. But I'm not going to take those cards for career and finances right now, because I think we have talked a lot on that topic in general. So lastly, we are going to talk about your personal growth or your spiritual growth, and you have Heal and Shine and La Luna. So these 2 cards are basically telling me that, like, La Luna is the moon, and you need to sort of connect to the moon. If you can see on this card over here, you have all these like moon faces, right? That you are, that you see. And the thing is, we all used to live by the moon. That's why you have things like, you know, Hunter's Moon or like Snow Moon. I'm not too familiar with all the moon names yet, but Harvest Moon is because back in the olden days, we are more feminine. We have more divine feminine energy, and we live by the cycles of the moon. And as society progressed, we became more masculine and left brain dominant, and then we start living by the sun, which, you know, is not right or wrong, but right now we are so just wrapped around like material things that we have forgotten to be in touch with our divine feminine. Now, so what this card is telling you to do is, if you haven't sort of discovered the different moon phases and how it like affects you, that you should totally look it up on Google. It is very interesting. The lunar energy really affects us in ways that we can't even comprehend. But I went to change the camera battery, so I'm sorry if this is weird. But anyway, you are asked to look up the different phases of the moon to see which part, like how it affects you. And it is very interesting. Personally, for me, I noticed that I cry a lot on full moons. I cry over everything. I'm just very emotional when it comes to full moon. And it is not just like on that night. Like if you were to Google full moon March 2023, it will tell you a date. But full moons, the energy sort of lasts around like 3 days. So, you know, if you're more aware of things like that, you could be, I guess, like more aware, but you know, if you're like feeling more emotional than usual, or instead of wondering why am I like this, you could possibly relate it to like, oh, okay, it is a full moon tonight, so that is why I'm feeling a certain way, and it's not a me thing, it's a moon thing, something like that. But you'll be more understanding of how nature affects you, and how all these energies are going and playing a part in affecting you. So you are being asked to learn about this, as well as to heal and shine. So I would think that it has something to do with, you know, looking at the best time of the month according to the lunar calendar to do some healing for yourself. From what I know, I'm not too versed on the moon's energies yet, but if you are planning to just, you know, manifest, or sort of like like have just like the most energetic, most healing time, then something that I do is to just have a lunar bath on a full moon night. So I fill up my bath. I put it with, you know, I fill it with bath bombs or anything that smells wonderful, or herbs that sort of helps with what I'm trying to achieve, and just sit in the bath with the energy of the moon that is going around the earth. And you are being encouraged to do that. And I am going to also read from the guidebook for these cards for any other messages. So for heal and shine, we have: be the gem that lights up another person's day. You have an innate ability to sense how others are feeling. Why not use Gaia's tools to help people you meet through rough patches, or simply brighten someone's day? The mineral kingdom on earth is full of help and the mineral kingdom on earth is full of helpful and beautiful specimens that will work with us to channel information, spread positivity, and promote healing on physical, mental, and emotional levels. Carry the light and love you find in crystals within your body, and you are crystalline too. So you're also, I guess, asked to work with crystals. So you could have a moon bath and put crystals all around the bathtub and have just like this most splendid time. Yeah, but also use the energy of the earth, because once you know, we have energy and we draw it from ourselves a lot of the time, but sometimes it can be exhausting. Sometimes you're just depleted and you need to charge your energy with something else. And what could be more beautiful than to charge your energy with things from earth, from Mother Earth, from moon? You know, use those energy and let it help you to recharge. And once you are bright as the shiniest, beautiful star on the planet, then you'll be able to light the pathway for yourself and for other people. You can be the beacon, but you need a recharge before you are a beacon. And for La Luna, to be aware of the moon's phases is to be aware of the self. Moon magic is cyclical. Take note, your body and psyche mirror the phases of the moon to continuously bring awareness to subconscious patterns that need releasing. The divine feminine also provides scope for new visions to form and manifest in the physical form. Observing these aspects of La Luna can help your lunar self in the profound cycles of releasing and manifesting every month. The cycles of dying off, rebirth, and jubilant celebration keeps us healthy and rejuvenated. Ancient practices and rituals shows us tools to connect with the mystery of gravitational pull. How will you find way to connect with La Luna? So that is what you're being asked to do, and I'm just going to pull more clarifiers for your spiritual, mental, physical growth. Let's see. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay, you have such beautiful cards, pile number 2. I love it. So for your spiritual, physical, mental growth, for your healing, you have the World and 6 of Wands. So the World is the final card in the Major Arcana. It talks about completion. And you know, maybe you have been going through some things, or you've had this project that you have been working on, or self-improvement that you have been working on for a while, and you have finally come to complete it. You are victorious, you know, you have this energy of completion and celebration and something that you have accomplished, and be proud of that. You have done so much. You have accomplished so much in your life so far. And now the World also talks about starting a new cycle, starting the new journey. You know, like how the moon phase changes every month. The moon just doesn't go full moon and then like never again. You know, it goes full moon and then it cycles back. It becomes dark and like new moon rolls around and then it's full moon again. So the world is also constantly spinning in that sense. So you have completed a cycle. Be happy, celebrate, you know, live in that moment of just accomplishment and being proud of what you've accomplished. And then take a few days off, take a breather, maybe with the cycle of the moon, just to have that time of pause, of nothingness, where everything just stands still, so that when the cycle starts again, you are ready and healed, and you can take on and perform even better than you have done before. And yeah, so that is all the messages that I have for you, pile number 2. For the month of March. Thank you so much for giving me this chance to do this reading for you. I hope the messages resonated with you, and I wish you nothing but the best for the month and the years and forever going forward. And I really hope that I will see you again in my next video. Bye! Hi Pile 3, and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen this beautiful Opalite, this is the reading for you for the month of March. And I'm just going to start off by sharing a little bit of the energy of the crystal. I feel that Opalite is, you know, something that you would use to heal, to help with communication, but it also, when I look at this crystal, it kind of gives me like the vibe of like a really comfortable and nice hug. So I just feel like Spirit is telling you that the world, the universe, everybody up there and out there who is part of your spiritual journey or who is on your team is just giving you the biggest hug they could give. The warmest, biggest, fluffiest hug that they could give you. And I don't know why, but with your group, the energy does feel a little heavy. And I just think that I feel like you've been through a lot. And it is okay that you're not alone. You don't have to stay strong all the time. Sometimes in your little downtimes or whatever you can, it is okay to have that biggest breather, to just inhale, fill your whole body with I don't know, just energy and like with the air, and then just let go of everything that you have been going through for the past few months, or for however long you have been going through. But yes, that is what I was sort of drawn to say to you. But now we're going to get into your reading. So I do have some oracle cards pulled out for you, and we are going to take a look at 2 cards first, and this is going to give us a general energy check and a general message that universe has for you. And then we are going to go into more into detail of the different aspects of your life. So we'll look at your love, romance, your relationships, and then we're going to look at your financial, career, studies, material energy for March. And then we are going to take a look at messages and advice for your spiritual growth or your personal growth. But these 3 we are going to take a look later, and I'm going to first start off with these 2 oracle cards first. So first card you have the Great Gathering. It's all coming together, intuitive hits, soul tribe. So what I get from this card is also you have so many support system coming towards you. You have people, souls that might have passed on. If you have lost someone dear to you recently, that they're still with you, and you have so many people who are with you that you might not be able to even see sometimes, and they just want to tell you that they're there for you and they're there with you. Your soul families from previous lifetimes that didn't incarnate with you on this earth right now, they're there and they're standing strong with you. Sometimes you might feel their energy, or you might feel their love for you with like intuitive hits and stuff like that. Like you might just have this sudden feeling that like, oh, I think someone somewhere is looking out for me, or feel like there's this energy of someone watching over you. And Spirit wants me to tell you that that is just your soul family saying, hi, we love you, and we're here for you. You're not alone, even though sometimes this world might make you feel like you are. And that you keep going, because we're with you, right next to you, every step. I'm also getting the image of Harry Potter in the Deathly Hallows. Spoilers, by the way. But you remember that last scene where he finally opens the snitch, which says, I open at the close, and then all the spirits of his, Lupin and Sirius and his mom and dad, they come out from the stone and they walk beside him. And it's like, even though before he got the stone, that he couldn't have seen them, right? But the thing is, they have always been there. He just couldn't see it. And that's the same for you as well, pile number 3. Like, your soul family is always with you. You can't see them, but you can feel them. And if you open up your heart to feeling their love, then you would never be alone. Also, you also have the card Meditation Bring Answers, and I'm feeling drawn to tell you that if you want to connect with your soul family and connect with your loved ones, to just close your eyes and meditate. Maybe put some high frequency music on, because that helps a lot to focus. And you can talk to them that way. If you have any questions, if you need any guidance, to just meditate, and you will be guided, because you're never alone and they're always waiting there to reach out to you. You just have to open the door, and the door is meditation, being with your thoughts, and it will come in forms of intuitive hits. That's their guidance to you. That's their way of loving you and supporting you, no matter where they are, and no matter how far you might be physically. Yeah. This pile is making me want to cry, but I am going to stay strong so that I can give you all the messages that your loved ones have for you. I feel like pile 3, the messages that are coming through isn't even really from like spirit or the universe. It's really just from your soul family. They want to talk to you so badly that they're just coming through, and they're giving me so many emotions, but they love you so much. Okay, so I'm going to read a message from the guidebook, because I feel like this guidebook has such nice messages, and some of them might resonate with you. So I'm going to just read it out to you. And if I can find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so the Great Gathering. It's all coming together, intuitive hits, Soul Tribe. You are being called to let your intuition move you physically. You're connected to a group of souls who are weaving a web around the planet, and as you travel and share your creations, something is rethreaded. This card is an acknowledgement that you are either being called to connect with others who are like you at a soul level, or that you already are. You are being called to gather groups of people, either by leading them or becoming part of a group that can support you and your soul's personal mission. You're part of a group of souls who agreed to be here at this time in history to heal yourself, your ancestral line, and the planet, to raise consciousness so that we can continue to call this magnificent place home for years to come. One of many consciously choosing to devote your life to something greater than yourself. It's time to call in your tribe by sharing your soul's voice and letting yourself be seen. When you share what is real and true to you, you share the medicine that you most need. Those who are like you will gather around you. You are your tribe. They are just like you. And just as you are longing and searching for them, they are longing and searching for you too. And for activation, hold a card to your heart and say, I choose now to let myself be seen. I am ready to call in my soul tribe and create a web of light all over the planet. So, yeah, I feel like if you're feeling lonely, to, put yourself out there. Maybe through something that you create, share your creations. It could also be to just believe that you are pulling in people who are like-minded, people who resonate with you on a soul level, and if you open that door and take that step to put yourself out there, these people and these souls that wants to be with you so badly has the chance to come in. But, you're also being encouraged to take that action, lovingly so. No one's pressuring you, but if it's fears and doubts and insecurities that are holding you back from reaching out to somebody, or reaching out to joining a new group, or just, sending that first message, to not be afraid and to just put yourself out there, because your family is looking for you. Your family wants to be with you, and you guys agreed to be here at this time to create the most wonderful things, and it is time to do that. So just open that door and let your family come through. Okay, so now we are going to look at the 3 aspects of this March reading, and we have love and relationship, career, material, finances, studies, and personal/spiritual growth and development. All right, so so for love and relationship, you have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. I kind of feel like with this card though, and only take this if it resonates with you, but I feel like you have already gone through the separation. You have, you're feeling disconnected and separated from maybe your significant other, maybe it's your family, maybe it's your friend. Like friendship breakups are so horrible because at least with relationship, like it's like, oh, okay, he didn't work out for me because starting a family and having relationship is really difficult and it's hard. But as friendship, it sucks because there was it's not like romance. It's not like something logical couldn't work out. With friendship breakups, it's just like, oh, I didn't know that things were this different now, or like I just never expect to lose a friend, to be separated by friends or family, and that sucks. Like, I'm so sorry that you are going through this. But even if you're feeling separated from your loved ones, or you've lost somebody, or you're going through this literal separation right now, that Spirit is telling you that you're always connected to your soul family and they're always there for you. So even if on this material earth, this physical 3D earth that we have, we chose to experience, even if right now you feel alone, to know that deep down you're not alone. You have so many people who love you. Yeah. And to clarify all these cards, I'm going to be using my Tarot of the Divine. And this is just going to help us, with like any other messages that might want to come through, any clarifiers, potential outcomes. We'll see how it goes. You know what? We don't have to be too rigid about things, right? Like we'll see what cards come out. We'll see what messages pop into my head, and we'll see what your soul family and your spirit wants to tell you with regards to your love and relationship. I'm going to take this way because why not? I want it facing upright. Let's do one more. I want one more. What other messages do you have for pile number 3 with regards to their love, relationship, romance, matters of the heart? What messages do you have? What do you have? Any final messages, Spirit? Or is this just 2 cards? Nope, there's one more. Okay. 2 of Swords. Okay, so I'm gonna just put it here so that you can see the cards. They're all so beautiful. Okay, so with pile 3 and your love relationship, what I'm seeing is, yeah, you might have lost something. You might have been separated from someone who meant so much to you. And your soul family, this card came out in reverse initially before I flipped it over. But, I kind of see this message as you feel like you don't have the strength to go on. You feel like you can't tame that inner demon inside of you. You feel alone and there's just nothing that you might feel defeated. That's the word I was going for. But your family, your soul family, wants you to know that you are so strong and you have so much grace. It's not brute strength that you're dealing with. You have strength in your kindness and your grace and you know, these little gentle strengths that can't be defeated, and you see that, like they're showing that to you, and they see that in you, and you just have to believe it in yourself that you have the strength to power through whatever separation that might have happened or whatever separation that could come your way. I also see that once this period of separation is done, that you will be attracting someone, an individual who who embodies this energy of the King of Coins. So someone who is stable, able to support themselves, support you, have so much abundance going on that you never have to worry about anything ever again. And that is coming towards you because you are this strong person who has so much kindness in them, and that energy just is going to bring towards you someone equally as wonderful, someone who can give you the whole sky, someone, maybe maybe they might even be able to buy a star for you. You guys know that, I think it was in Hannah Montana where he named the star after her, and I always thought it was really cool. But maybe you might meet an individual who does that, you know, who has the capability and the finances to do that, and that is coming towards you after this pain that you might be going through. So just keep believing in yourself, believing in your strength. And you know, you might not be able to see everything that is going to come towards you, and if you're ever faced with a choice, a decision to make, to just go within, to focus on your intuition, because your intuitive hits are going to guide you on the right path. Remember that you have the strength, even if the path that you might have to choose looks scary, that you have the strength to go through that, and go on the path that your intuition is guiding you to, because it's going to bring a partnership, a relationship, a friendship, you know, that is so prosperous and is so energetically strong, that is going to bring you stability and abundance. So yeah, so that is for your relationship. I know it wasn't too much about, ooh, I'm so sorry, I kicked my camera. I know it wasn't too much of like love messages, but I feel like right now you don't even really want to think about love. I don't know, maybe you're just so exhausted, and just having the knowledge that something wonderful is going to come in because you're strong, and you just have to, you know, just hang in there. That's what spirit and your soul family wants you to know. If you do want like a different love reading though, you can check out my other piles, and maybe there's something in there that might speak towards you, because I feel like this is only like going to resonate with a few people. I hope it only resonates with a few people, because ooh, that is heavy energy. Anyway, for career and finances, you have last quarter moon in Gemini. Clear your mind. All right, so with this card, I feel like you are being asked to sort of ignore, or like not ignore, but not focus so much on this discomfort or pain or loss that you are feeling emotionally. Like, yeah, if you lost somebody or something tragic or something not so good happen, it is okay to take your time and heal, because we all need to heal. We all need to acknowledge the fact that things suck sometimes, you know, like sometimes you just not everything is going to be perfect, and that's fine. Take that time to heal. But there's a difference between taking the time to do active healing versus staying in that energy and just letting it clutter your mind, where everything that you do, every day, every thought that goes into your head is something to do with this situation. Then you're not giving space in your mind for other opportunities or other intuitive hits to come in, because you're so like, your space, your memory is just filled up with the pain and the loss. So if you just take the time to clear your mind, that would be very, very beneficial with your material world, your career, your finances. Ooh, okay, let's look at the cards. But anyway, Spirit, I need clarifiers, any other messages for pile number 3's material, career, financial, studies. Okay, let's take this one. Ooh, 6 of coins. All right. So, 6 of coins sort of talks about being fair. It's on traditional tarot, it is that scale card where, you know, it's about balancing. So you are being asked to bring things into balance. Be fair to yourself and be fair to others. You know, we put so much expectations on ourselves that you wouldn't do the same thing to someone else, or, you know, someone that you love, or even someone that you don't love, because that's just like impossible. But when it comes to ourselves, we just put such crazy high expectations on ourselves that we don't give ourselves like that balance, or the charity of being okay with being like mediocre sometimes, you know. And you're also being asked to sort of share with others. If you give even the tiniest bit, anything that you can afford, if you give to others, you would also receive it back. This is from Practical Magic. If you have read that book, it is amazing. But in that book, it says something like, whatever you put out into the world, you'll get back threefold. But this is more of like, this card is saying whatever you put out into the world, you'll get back sixfold, because it is the 6 of coins. And it is also a very positive card. So yeah, just you're being asked to share. You're being asked to just clear your mind, focus on the good feelings. So for example, if you've ever donated something before or given to charity before, that feeling of like, wow, like someone else is going to receive what I've given and it's going to make their day or their life so much better. Be in that energy, because then that would help you step away from whatever this is, right? And it's going to focus on the energy of giving and the energy of abundance, and that is going to sort of lift you up vibrationally and spiritually and attract people like the King of Coins towards you. Yeah, and then for the final card, we have Bliss, which is such a beautiful card. It has a little cat on it, and I love cats. Okay, and so for this card, you know, just from the picture itself, it's just being asked to like sit in a flower field if you can, or sit on the grass, or just sit outside in the patio, let the sun shine on your face, and enjoy that bliss that you're feeling. Enjoy the moment, just stretch and relax and take care of you. But yeah, I'm going to also read from the guidebook for this card just to see if there's any other messages. Oh, flip right to it. Okay, bliss, content in the bliss, a time spent nature soaking, slip into the now. Breathe, rest, come back to nature and feel unconditional love from the Divine Mother holding you. Observe those in the animal kingdom as they regulate their bodies with rest and communion with their surroundings. When animals experience an event that brings fear, they use succussion or shaking of the body to release the discordance. Being present helps the mind and body be at ease rather than being in a swelling state of fear that can manifest as worry, guilt, anger, or shame. So, you are being asked, as the Queen Taylor Swift would say, to shake it off. Just shake it off. Shake off that negative energy. Just let it loose. Get rid of that energy that's bogging you down and feel the bliss of being alive. Feel the bliss of just oxygen going into your body. Just don't let things weigh you down. If you have been through, I guess, acting classes or singing classes before, you know that if you are tense, you can really perform as well as you might be able to, as well as your potential lets you to. So by shaking it off, you relax all the muscles in your body and you are able to do 100 times better, and you are able to feel 100 times better. And then Ace of Wands for that. So, I feel like once you get rid of that stagnation, that heavy energy, you are going to be blessed with so much inspiration and passion. The universe is ready to give you a new beginning. The universe is ready to give you something that is going to bring light to the world, and something that's going to be such a strong soul calling for you. I keep going back to the word intuitive hit, but the universe and your soul family is so ready to guide you, to put that next step down for you so that you can walk on it, and like they're just waiting for you. They're waiting for you to get rid of that loss and that pain and that heaviness that you have been feeling, and step through this door and onto the pathway that they are so ready to give you. Yeah, and they just want me to tell you that they're waiting for you, that they love you, and there's nothing that you could do wrong. Like, you're perfect. You're just, experiencing things that might not feel the best, but everything that you're going through is making you and transforming you into the perfect being that you already are. Yeah. So that is all the messages that I have for you, pile number 3 for the month of March. I guess my final advice for you is just go out there, just shake yourself off for a good minute. Breathe in, breathe through, breathe deep, breathe out. and you'll feel so much better. And I just want to give you the biggest online hug that I could give you. I really do wish you nothing but the best and happiness. Thank you so much for letting me do your reading for you. I really hope that there was a message in here that helps you, even like the tiniest bit. And I hope that you're all better, and I will hopefully be seeing you in my next video. Bye!